Okay, hello everybody. Here we are back. Juan Carlos Delgado from World Archery, going to start the afternoon session of the youth, or the World Archery Youth Championships here in Yankton, South Dakota, USA, in the NFAA Easton Archery Center, the center of the world in archery right now, with the best archers, youth archers in the world, coming to this World Championship. And with me, I have the honor, the pleasure to have Bridger Deaton from USA. I've seen you very often. The shooting line is good to have you on the side. Welcome and thank you for helping us in this commenting.
Yeah, no problem. Lucky enough to live fairly close to Yankton, so I was able to come and support some of our American archers and see other friends that I see on the World Cup circuit that also shoot, still happen to be juniors. So kind of fun to come out here and see what we normally refer to as, the NFA stuff. Have all the World Archery people here.
So not jet lag for you,
yeah,
for once.
Luckily.
Excellent. Thank you very much, and it's good to see the match or the game from outside.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
not
there's tons of other countries here, especially this year being an Olympic year. So.
Yep. Good. Thank you very much. We are going to watch the first match. It's compound junior women team. So we have a team of USA against a team of Colombia. We have the Colombian team, one of the most successful women teams in compound. So we have from USA. I will let you the honor to tell the names so I don't kill them.
For the U.S., we have Danielle Reynolds,
yes.
Emily Fischer, and Paige Pearce.
Okay, and for Colombia, this is my part. We have Sara Lopez, Nora Valdez, and Paula Roman. You see each of us using the good pronunciation for our names. Say they were ranked. We have here the rank number 1 USA against the rank number 2 Colombia. So we have seen this morning that most of the top teams on archery were making the finals, except one match. The rest were first, second against the third, first against the fourth.
Yeah, there hasn't been very many upsets this week, but both teams have shot well. I think the U.S. set a new qualification world record for qualification for the team stuff. So
incredible with the wind, the rain, and all what we have here.
Yeah,
so many good scores.
Yes, this week.
It's impressive, and of course Colombia, always with Sara there. She wants to get it all. She wants to win all, and she has a level to win all. We have been talking this morning with John Dudley. We were very impressed with the form of the archers. We have seen an increase of good basics, good form, good shooting in our cadets and now in our junior. Is how you see it as a top archer?
Well, you look at how young some of the top archers are. I'm only 20, but Sara won the World Cup finals last year, and she's here shooting junior for this. Later today, Stefan Hansen shooting for the junior men individual and junior compound mixed team. He's been really successful on the international circuit as a senior. You're just seeing younger and younger archers shooting
with good form,
good form,
basics,
and incredible ability for what the scores they're shooting. So it's been really impressive to watch. Even for me, I'm not a veteran by any means, but to watch some of the kids that I shoot with that are still juniors, how well they're shooting. They're shooting the same
form,
same or better
score
scores.
Or better, yes. And they're not afraid to lose. They are still winning.
Exactly.
And no expectation,
Right.
No pressure. But here, indeed, there's pressure. Both of them wants to goal. Both think they can do it, have talent to do it.
Both teams had close semifinal matches, and I believe Colombia was actually down going into the last end by a couple points from Great Britain and jumped ahead. And I think the U.S. was down 1 or 2 or tied going into the last end. I saw this
yesterday. They were down until more or less the last end.
But
at every arrow counts.
Exactly.
The last one we saw this morning with a comeback from Fatima. from Iraq. She was behind. Last arrow she tied, and the shoot off she got it. The last 2 arrows she really did the medal. Of course, the other counts as well, but you never give up until the last arrow.
Exactly.
Everything can happen. We're talking about the releaser this morning. We see not so many like this anymore in the top level circuit. It's more back tension ones.
Yep, most people shoot like a hinge release or a thumb trigger, a T-handle style. There's still quite a few good shooters that shoot an index finger style, and that doesn't necessarily mean they're punching the trigger. They just prefer that kind of trigger.
It's easier to punch, but you can make the back tension the same.
Right.
You have a deep hook, like John was saying this morning, and just keep pulling back.
Right. I mean, if you watch, 2 out of the 3 shooters for the U.S. are shooting an index finger style release. Paige and Emily are both shooting a trigger or an index trigger release. And
we're saying this morning, when you use the index, when a windy day, rainy way, it's a bit more easier to survive. But also when it's a good day, it's a bit more easy to have the tendency to touch before your shot is ready.
All has to do with what kind of trigger control you have and everything like that. But I mean, I've talked to Paige and Emily both, and they both, shoot it correctly if there is a correct way to shoot it. So
there is a correct way, for sure. And we see now Colombia is taking the lead, 54 points against 51. US at a 7 and an 8, an 8 with the asterisk, which means that it's a liner, could be a 9. Now the judges have to check if what is the score. What we are watching now, the graphic is a preliminary score. It's until it's confirmed with the judge. We can see now he's taking magnifying glasses to look if his line is touching the arrow or not. As an archer, when you are there in the line and waiting for this, you are praying.
Yeah, you're hoping it's close.
Yes.
And we always have, our coach in the box usually has a spotting scope or binoculars. Or, I even carry my own binoculars while I'm shooting in medal matches to look myself. So just as a comfort level, I always shoot with them on. And I always practice.
And
with
that's
the
why it's
spotting
important to have an agent on the target that you trust, that he's really defending your points there.
Right, and usually if there's even the slightest chance of it being in, most agents are going to ask for a judge to have it called in if it gets called out from the opposing agent.
We see how the teams talk, the team members talk. We saw also this morning there's a lot of interaction in the archers. They're trying to support each other. The most experienced, of course, Sara is helping the rest to get confidence. So how you feel this when you're a shooting team? It's really important to know each other, know what you can do really to help. Sometimes it's not saying anything, or sometimes it's saying the right thing.
And for us, and we always kind of work on having a lot of communication. Where if it's a windy day, where you're aiming and that kind of thing, having really good communication with the team, because that's only going to help everybody, not just you, but everyone else in the team. If you make a bad shot, or if you aim in the center and it misses, you can say, hey, it went up in the middle and the wind drifted out.
At the time we say it's a team score, it's not my score.
Exactly. So
we can see the archers, even they are a bit low, for sure they have tension, they are enjoying, they smiling, having fun. I think this is important to get in the mood to shoot and not get eaten by all these nerves that's happening. It's good to these happy faces.
9.
So like I said, both Paige and Emily shoot an index style trigger.
Nice shots, a bit high both of them. We still have a sunny day, no wind at all. It's getting hot. We have everything this week except snow.
I know. Well, don't say that because it might happen.
Then it will be my fault. Let's see. Okay, we got the wrong target, but that was a 10. 10-9-9 for the 3 first arrow. And here I have a nice view of the field with the TP, Indians TP.
Yeah, they did a really good job setting up the finals venue.
Yeah, fantastic. We have been discussing this. It's looked different. It's not the typical one we have in the World Cup, World Championship, and it's really iconic place. We show what you have here.
Mm-hmm.
It's really integrated. It's not easy. We have a hotel, we have a building to make it look nice like they did. It's a great job.
10.
Solid 10. The instruction from Sara to her teammate.
10, 10, 10.
It's like I was talking about, their,
They don't want to give any possibility for
Right.
US to come back.
the winds picked up just a little bit from this morning, but
Nine.
Still high, US have the 4 arrows high. They got it. Good, a solid 10 in the X ring. Another one.
57 points on that for USA.
Indeed, these two teams know themselves quite well. Even they are young. What we're talking this morning, cadets is 15, 16, and 17, and the junior are 18, 19, 20. So they know each other from previous competition. They follow themselves, also follow the competitors. Whether it was social media, website, apps. There's many ways to see what your opponent is doing.
Exactly, and not even not just for us with our national ranking system and all our national ranking shoots, seeing our teammates at those, but watching everybody else shoot, watching I know Sara posts a lot on social media.
She
and
posts a lot. She's very active, telling what she does.
Her and her cats.
Yeah. And her pray to God. Here we see Sara who has training. Just on time. She knew she was tired.
Still counts.
Yes, but we could say less than a second, probably half a second she did. We archers have time to shoot the arrows, and when the time go out and have not shot the arrow, they lose the value. So it's important to shoot even if it's not a perfect 10, but to shoot it, to have it on time. Sara has been training incredibly last month. She has some training over the world record. She has been posting this. She has not been afraid to say, hey guys, look how good I'm shooting.
I know. And
I would say another archer will hide it, no? We say you will see him in the competition, but she just make it obvious. Well, how?
I mean, for some people it's a different approach. I know, I'm sure it's a little intimidating to, especially some of the younger archers here, that don't shoot on an international stage. I mean, she's got a lot of experience.
She's a big name.
Not only in the junior stuff. I think she won when the last go around at the Youth World Championships in China, but. Especially in the team thing, she has a lot of experience shooting with Alejandra and Maya. So, and having that kind of confidence on their team is,
She was challenging Rio in Shanghai. Let's see who make the world record, and she was so disappointed that she was just 1 point below the world record because Rio did it. So it's amazing when you challenge a man to say, let's see who is the first one who does the world record in a competition. It's not in a season. So she knew she was shooting really good, and it's clear, as you say, that she's giving confidence to the team, and the team is leading right now.
And before that, she had she still has the 150 with 10 X's record for all the women, but for the longest time until Rio broke that record for the men in Shanghai. It was the exact same score and X count. So,
wow. So Colombia still leading, and USA trying to come back and keep it a tight match until the last arrow.
See the wind kind of moving her around a little bit, but still able to
in
pull
the
through and make a
direction,
good shot.
In the direction the wind is blowing is coming from the back of the archers, so it's really not affecting left and right too much, but of course they will feel it.
Yep, it's going to move the bow around a little bit more than the arrow.
Yes, we can see in the T-shirt how it's moving.
8 or 9 on the line.
Especially when it's a windy day, you expect it. When it was not windy and start blowing a little bit, it's more the feeling you have that, oops, there's wind here now.
Right, exactly.
9.
Yeah, you can definitely tell that Colombia is kind of feeding off of Sara's confidence and her experience and such. So
yeah, she's playing with this. Clear.
8.
Oops. But as an experienced archers or new archers, they feel like if I have a little screw at an 8 like this, Sara will fix it later.
yeah, it's always good to be able to feed off your teammates.
Yes.
You know.
Taking a bit more time.
9.
Just trying to make sure that the arrow go in.
We still have lots of time in the clock. Usually, you try and keep each archer within that 20-second time window, and so to say, after the first half of the end, should have about 60 seconds left, and they still have 63. So I mean, they're still fine on as far as timing goes. So
yeah, we have 120 minutes. 120 seconds. Sorry, to shoot the 6 arrows. So it's more or less 20 seconds per arrow per archer.
9.
That seems to be quite enough or a lot, but in compound they take more time to load the arrow, to put the releaser, to get ready, more than recurve. And at the end you have a bit less time to execute the shot.
Yeah, most of the time change comes from, I mean, if you watch compound versus recurve, compound's going to stay at full draw and aim a lot longer than the recurves will, just
because we suffer physically, and you suffer mentally.
Yeah, not holding as much weight at full draw. Compound's more of an aiming, some say almost more of an aiming competition.
And controlling your way to make the release go.
Yep, exactly.
You have the tendency to say, I go, and it's faster. But normally he's not getting better. He has his time, as his rhythm, and the sequence to make the shot good, as it should be.
9.
They are giving a bit of possibility for US to come back.
Yeah, they're giving a few points back here. And
you have seen this morning as well. No matter how much was going, at the end was like balance again.
That's Sara.
Yes, that's Sara.
That's what we're used to seeing Sara do a lot.
Yes, that was Sara. She came and fixed it. But US took 2 points back, 55-53 from Colombia. No matter how, Colombia still have a 3 points lead, 166 against 163 from USA. 3 points, that is nothing.
Yeah, potentially too.
Yes,
pending
you're right.
That one arrow.
Well picked. Good, good catch.
And
they have to watch
like
now.
Diane was, when we always watch our agents, and Diane, who's the agent for the U.S., kind of turned around and gave the U.S. girls a thumbs up. So we'll probably be looking at a 2-point lead for Colombia, what it sounds like.
Yes. She just confirmed that it was in. So you're right. Well spotted. It was good to have you here. You see, I miss it. That's why you're so good in this little target. Yes, 2 points lead. The graphic will be updated as soon as the score is confirmed. 2 points is nothing in 6 arrows, and we are on the third end, so it will be one more coming. The last one, 2 points in 6 arrows. Everything can happen.
2-point lead.
Yep.
For Team Colombia over USA. USA shooting first in the final 6 arrows of this gold medal final.
As is in the rules, the team who is behind is the one starting each of the end. So US is starting to shoot the first arrows. And now is the moment when the mental game started.
Yeah.
As an archer, what do you feel there now? Last 3 arrows, last 6 for, and 6. You know that depends of your 2 arrows. And
I like these situations, whether it's 1 or 2 points. It's definitely a deficit they know that they can overcome. And
What
Makes
do
it
you
a little
focus?
more fun to
What do you
shoot.
focus there in the rhythm
Yeah,
completely on one specific aspect, or
For me, I always try and focus on making a good, strong shot with my release hand, just because
when
you know,
this
for
work
me it's a dynamic motion, so it's easier to focus on that and
on
take.
one thing, and you know that
Yep,
when
and
this is working well, the shot is
Ex-
going well.
Yep, exactly. So
On one thing,
I always try and focus on one single thing, and
and it's
with
that
the
one.
release being you know, I have to move my hand to get the release to go off, and to focus on that makes it that much easier to kind of distract myself, so to say, from everything else.
Nice.
So
Makes total sense. When you focus on one thing very much, there's no space for thinking another thing.
exactly.
And focus in what matters, focus what helps you to shoot, and focusing on action is what we call a positive thinking. Think positive. Good. We have a 9-9-10 for USA, 28, and now Colombia. Turn. So nice shot of the Colombian team, but especially our TV team was a nice image there. Seeing over the shoulder, the field, the archer, the target.
Video crew here doing a nice job. Lots of familiar stuff from the World Cups here. Good to see from the juniors.
You know, we don't have here our main TV team, Hit the Roof, who is doing an amazing job in all our World Cup World Championship. We have video production we call the Event Toolbox, which is, let's say, a plug-and-play system that makes timing scoring. That with only 2 persons we can run all this production. It's many remote cameras, fixed cameras. We have less possibility that we have in the World Cup, less cranes, less movement, but we can show this to our fans, to YouTube, and to our
actually,
spectators on the venue.
USA actually, with that arrow from Colombia, USA actually just took a 1-point
Yes.
lead. So, like I was saying, and
It's Colombia
You're saying
keeping
it
away, yes.
in these conditions, anything can happen in 6 arrows.
Yes.
So, with the, so if US can put 2 10s in right now, at the very worst case for them,
It could be
they
already
can be in a
tied.
shoot-off. So, and that'll help.
Very good. They really want to depend on them and not on Colombia.
With the 10, they can really force Colombia to shoot a 30 just to send it to a shoot-off. So you can kind of hear Paige talking to her
Ooh, 8.
teammate.
Final 3 arrows for Colombia.
They want to do it exciting. Oh, she
Oh,
crossed the
and a yellow
line.
card.
Yes, we mentioned this morning when you remove the arrow before you are from the quiver before you're on the shooting line, you have to go back, or probably she entered before the time was running.
Yep, and for the second group, you just watch for the clock to start ticking. And
Yeah. It's
because of that,
35
she-
seconds. 7. That's its present for USA.
and
Not-
actually, that gives USA the win.
Yes. They already won.
Colombia will try and finish strong here.
This is what all archers want to avoid. That's because of this shot, you are over.
But United States
Good finish by
Good shots.
Colombia.
Yes. USA won another gold medal today. This is Yankton is good for US team.
Yeah, they just treated us well. So
Any case they deserve it. They finished ranked number 1 in the ranking round. They was the best team so far from the beginning, and they have proven it at the end by winning with a tight match until the last 3 arrows. And they deserve this. Congratulations, US team, and of course, congratulations to
Both-
Colombia. Yep.
both teams shot well all week, and it's fun for the spectators to have a close match like this. So
Celebrating.
Fischer, USA, walking home with the gold medal. Keeping it here in the United States of America.